Good day and welcome back to another week of Talking Technical. And thank you so much for all the messages. And also thank you for the new speculation members that is coming by. Of course, it is a closed group. We can only accept a limited amount of speculation members. And the reason is quite simple. When we send an idea or even a setup or a formation or even discuss a candle, then you've got the opportunity to ask questions. And if there's too many on the group, unfortunately, then we will not be able to handle all the requests and the questions. Well, let's do the first talking technical request for today, and that is Blue Technologies. And strange enough, I saw these candles before I recorded the show, and then suddenly during the day, this beautiful candle has developed. Now, this candle is nothing else than a bullish engulfing candle. Now, a bullish engulfing candle for me is positive. But of course, what's the rule? It must take 60% up of this candle, 60% or more. So if this candle can maybe close here, I'll be very, very happy. And what do we see? Look at these shadows of the last few days, the lower shadows. That always tells me that there is some buyers around. But for the viewer, I will say, let's draw in this little line there. That is the resistance that I will look at. And remember, this is now a trading view. It is not a long-term investment idea or anything like that. This is just for trading, and it's a short-term speculative trade. So yes, you can buy above 22 Rand and 89 cents and make use of a stop loss of 2 Rand 35. And I mean, look at this targets. I mean, this share has been under immense pressure. My next target will be 306, 317, can you believe it, 332, and my 50-day moving average, that's the big one. That 50-day moving average is sitting at 3 Rand and 35 cents, and above that, only then I will get positive about the share and say, yes, the medium-term investor is happy with it, because there you are, quite simple. When the 50-day moving average turns into a resistance, yes, there is a short-lived bounce above that, and then from there it just fell on. So let's see, maybe we've got a different thing now, but it must get above that 335 before I will get positive on this share. Well, let's have a look at Capitec. I mean, this is an old favorite of the market. I can remember I called a head and shoulder a long time ago, and I said, listen, guys, this share can maybe go a little bit lower. And I know a lot of guys disagreed with me and said, Frans, that can never take place. But what happened in the recent few trading weeks? What did we see? There was another head and shoulder. There's the left shoulder. There's the head. There's the right shoulder. A consolidation below the 50-day moving average, and we below the neckline. But I must be a little bit positive here. I will say it did reach its conservative target. There, I just want to get the conservative target for you guys. And there you are. It reached that conservative target around 1,550. And I want to say that if it can get back above that neckline, then maybe we can see some positivity. So if you want to buy, and if you believe that this head and shoulder played out, because what happens quite often, if a share is more of in a favorite sector, like the banking sector in our case, then sometimes the conservative target gets reached, and then the share goes up from there. And that is 1,647. You buy there, you take your stop loss at 1,579.43, and the targets to the top will be 1,652. Then the 50-day moving average at 1,680 Rand, and maybe 1,707, and of course 1,700 Rand for a target if it bounces. And something that I would like to mention, I sometimes read a lot of articles, and I see a lot of comments on the web, either YouTube or even Twitter, that people will send to me, and people try to make technical analysis like a fine art, and there's so many things to look at. And I can tell you now, I'm almost 40 years involved with this. In actual fact, close to 40 years. And I will say to you that Keep your system simple. If you believe in candles, look at the candles and trade upon that. Stick to your stop loss and take the easy money. And on the other hand, if you are a guy of a line chart or you use crossovers of moving averages, stick to that and become an expert in that. And don't try to go and look at 100 other things. It will definitely just confuse you. You will just remember that was a simple message, but that is valuable information. Let's have a look at Trans Capital. Can you guys remember? I said that I will use this share often if we add to the position, and there you are. Remember that friend of mine that is involved with this share, and he is building like a tiny little pension portfolio on that. Because what happened? Can you just remember? I said that he lost a lot of money. And he said, listen, I'm going to nibble on this transaction capital, and can you maybe assist me where we can add on? Well, what did we do? Of course, the share is still making a low, a higher low, like a double bottom, and it's moving up slowly. But look what I like here. This 50-day moving average has turned into a support. Now, my friend missed it. He actually phoned me and said, Frans, whoa, I missed this one. And I said, well, let's wait then for this little candle above this resistance line, and that was at 7 Rand 14, and he bought, I think, close to 7 Rand. So I think it's now his third lot, if I'm not mistaken, that he bought into transaction capital, and he's holding on for dear life. Because what does he say? He says, listen, Frans, I haven't got a lot of pension money left, so what am I going to do? I'm going to hope that this company can recover. And he says, what I'm going to do is I hope that it somehow can close this gap at 26.20 or even go higher. So I hope for my friend that he's almost, you can say, happy with the share, and that this counter perform well, and that the company can turn around. But on the technical side, what I like here is there's the low, a double bottom, higher lows all the way, a consolidation above the 50-day moving average, a break of resistance line turned it into a support. Yes, maybe we can come back, but while we're above this 50-day moving average, 6 Rand 43, things looks promising for transaction capital. But I want to show you another share, not a share, an instrument, and that is Brent Oil. Now, what makes me a little bit worried is that if you look at Brent Oil, it's slowly but surely ticking higher. I just want to remove that line. And I know it is overbought at the moment on the short-term graphs. But if I use this chart and I draw that little line in there, that is sitting at 89, and it's ticking higher while this instrument is above 89, we can maybe see this all the way right up, way above to close to 100. And why? We consolidate above the 50-day moving average. That is positive for Brent, but negative for us on the inflation, because when inflation goes up and the Brent oil is sticky, inflation will not come back. So what we say, look at all the support that it got yet around 72. And if it remains above 90, it can actually go higher. And what do we say? We can say this is a massive double bottom. And where was the trigger signal on that? I hope that I'm completely wrong, because then the world is wrong with inflation predictions. When it broke that line there was the line at 88.05. If we do a projection here, and again, I'm always nervous if I see charts like this, like that. It can maybe surprise us all the way. This double bottom can take this, can you believe it, to $104 for Brent oil. So I'm a little bit nervous. Let's hope that's not working out, and let's hope that Brent oil can quickly return back below 86.24, because above that it is bullish for Brent oil, but not bullish for us. It's actually negative, because that will make inflation to tick higher. Well, thank you for watching the show. Visit our website www.fransdeklerk.com for more info, and as always, blessings, and we will chat again.